Hi, hello, welcome to the Jadov Civil Academy. Here in this video, I am going to discuss about one of the important property of a fluid, that is mass density of fluid. So let us see what is the definition of mass density of the fluid is. So mass density of fluid generally designated with a rho. It is defined as mass of fluid per unit volume of fluid at standard temperature and pressure. It's also defined as it's a ratio of mass of fluid to the volume of the fluid. So mathematically it can be written as rho is equal so mass of the fluid designated with m and the volume of the fluid designated with a v. So we can write rho is equal mass per volume, and it is expressed in units called kg per meter cube. kg per meter cube. Generally we measure mass in kgs and volume is in terms of meter cube, and it has a dimension formula in MLT system. So we can write the units of this mass density like this: kg multiplied by m power minus 3. So if we convert it into the MLT system, we can write m refers to the mass and L refers to any measurement like length, depth or area, and T refers to the time. In this we have a mass component, that is mass is 1 time, so we can write 1 m1, and L is a measurement, we have a 3 m's, m into m, and we have in terms of minus 3 power, so we can write here for L we'll write minus 3, and we don't have any time component here, so we can write t power 0. Otherwise we can write it is m t power L power minus 3. So this is a dimension formula for mass density in MLT system. Mass density is the absolute quantity. Absolute quantity. Why it is absolute quantity? Because mass density will not change one place to another place. Suppose we have a earth here and we have a moon here. So if you measure the mass of any object on the earth, suppose it weighs 1 kg, and if you take it to this object to the moon, and if you weigh there, if you measure the mass of that object on the moon, again we'll get same 1 kg only. So we are changing the place, then the mass of this matter or object will not change, it remains same from place to place, so we can call it as a absolute quantity, right? The mass density increases with increasing in pressure. How we can explain with a small example here. So let us take one vessel. In this vessel we have a fluid up to a volume of 1 meter cube under the pressure of a P. So this is 1 meter cube volume, and the pressure which is acting on this 1 meter cube of fluid is say P, right? On the same fluid I will increase the pressure by some quantity, say that is called a delta P. So this is actual level of a fluid which is up to 1 meter cube, and instead of pressure applying P, in addition to this P I am increasing the pressure delta P here. Okay, due to increasing this pressure, the volume of the fluid which is present in this um, vessel is going to decrease. Now the volume in this liquid volume in this vessel is, that is obviously less than 1 meter cube. So we have some space here, we can accommodate extra fluid molecules in this place, so that we can increase the mass of the fluid in this 1 meter cube region. 1 meter cube region, as within the 1 meter cube region we are increasing the mass, means automatically the density of the fluid also increases. Okay, the density of fluid also increases. Why? Here in this formula the density is directly proportional to mass. If the mass increases, density of the fluid also increases. right? Now this mass density can be measured by using instrument called pycnometer and hydrometer. What are those? Pycnometer and hydrometer. Let us see some of the mass density of some of the matters. Say air, we have mass density of 1.2 kg per meter cube. It is all units are in terms of kg per meter cube. Water, it is 1000 kg per meter cube. Mercury, it is 13,600 600 meter cube per kg per meter cube. And steel, it is 7850 kg per meter cube. For wood, it is 600 kg per meter cube. Gold, it is 19,600 kg per meter cube. And finally, diamond, we have the mass density is 3000 kg per meter cube. Among all these matters, you please remember these five mass densities. So air, water, mercury, steel and wood. Among these five, water, mercury, steel, wood are a civil engineering material. You should know, you should remember all those value for your future lectures. Thank you.